Hey guys, I'm Rhett with Section 8 Real Estate Investing. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave your comments below. Today, we have a really cool video. We have Katie Christopher in the house, who is a very skilled realtor here in Nashville. And her and I were talking a little offset about the benefits of having an agent as an investor, as a real estate investor. Now, a lot of times we hear that, or we think that, because we're real estate investors, we don't want to bring agents in on a deal and have them basically take a percentage of our cut, right? But then, as we continue to talk, we realize that there are a lot of benefits that an agent can bring to a deal, right? A lot of resources that an agent can bring that we might not have access to. So let's talk a little bit about some of those resources.
Yeah, well, first off, thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure.
There are a ton of benefits to having a realtor represent you in this transaction. A lot of resources that you might not think of is we have access to the MLS, which is the multiple listing service. So we have access to listings that you might not be aware of, properties through our office, and just word of mouth that you might not know might be coming on the market here soon. We also are really, skilled at negotiating and we do this every day. So we could help you get a better deal on the property. There's a lot of benefits to this.
That's great. So Katie, talk to us a little bit about also, if we're from out of state and we might not have access to carpenters and contractors, how do you play a role in that?
So being a realtor, we have a lot of people we work with. So in our network, they all know of people that would benefit you in a project, in flipping a house, carpenters, anybody like that could help you. And we might know of people that you are unaware of, contractors out of the area. Another great thing is it's nice because if you don't have a realtor, you're gonna have to travel down to wherever you're looking to buy, to look yourself, to take time out of your day to search for the property that you're looking for. If you don't want to travel there and you have a realtor, it's nice because the realtor, like myself, could just walk through the property and check it out for you, send you pictures, FaceTime, send videos, anything, so you don't have to come down there and make a trip out of it and look yourself.
Great, and Katie just gave a ton of information, a ton of really good stuff. Let's kind of break that down a little bit. So first she talked about being able to set us up with a lot of your contacts, a lot of rehab crews, contractors, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Guys, if you have done some out-of-state investing, you understand how hard it is to find good quality people, right? You're on Angie's List, you're on Google reviews trying to find construction crews that aren't gonna steal your money and never show up to the job. Having an agent who has sold properties, helped people buy properties, they have this awareness, they have an understanding of who's good in the area, who to use, who not to use. They have a history with them, right? So if an agent is gonna recommend you to somebody, that contractor goes, hey, if I do a good job for Katie's client here, Katie will give me that next client, and so on and so forth. So that's a huge benefit. Katie, I wanna talk to you a little bit about, and you already hit it before we even went over it, having boots on the ground, being an out-of-state investor, and say I want to buy, we're in Nashville right now, if I want to buy in Arizona, but I don't want to fly out there, I have an agent that I sign with, right, and they go out to that property, they're my eyes and ears. They know the area, they know what a sales price could be on a flip, right? You can tell them, hey, it's overpriced, there's not enough room for profit, or it's perfectly priced. I have a contractor that could get you a quote on it. We could buy this thing, flip it. You could be there from the start to the finish. And another thing that not a lot of people think about is, Katie, you know what's hot right now in this area, right?
Yeah.
You know what colors are selling. You know what buyers are buying. You know what buyers want right now. You know that buyers want a white kitchen or a blue kitchen. You know that they want marble countertops, right? Instead of granite, whatever that is. That is a huge piece that not a lot of people think about during rehabs. They might be putting stuff in a house that isn't gonna sell, right? So guys, having an agent that's familiar with the area you're investing in, representing you, is absolutely huge. Katie, so we're kind of just snowballing here into new things. Going off of the experience with sellers, talk to us a little bit about, talk to us investors about what it's like having experience with sellers and being able to represent us when it comes to negotiating?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we, specialize in negotiating. We're negotiating every day for buyers and sellers in transactions. So a great benefit of having us on your side is you have the confidence and you know that we are working for your best interest. We are going to negotiate and make sure you get the best deal. So you might be thinking that you have to pay the agent fee, which might be not the best benefit for you. But in the long run, we might be saving you so much money on negotiating and the price that you could save money doing that.
Right.
It also makes you look very serious with your offer, Yeah. So it might not look as serious if you call for sale by owner or a property and you're like, I want to make an offer, if you're just somebody wanting to flip the property or something. But if you're an agent, your offer looks so much more serious.
Right, and that's great. And again, right, think about it if you're the one selling the property, right? You have the property listed and you're not using an agent. If Joe Schmo calls you off the street and says, hey, I want to make an offer on your property, okay, whatever. But Katie, who has a reputation in this area, she's known in this area, she reaches out and goes, hey, I have a client that is interested in making an offer. That's going to be taken way more seriously. Now, Katie, if you're a listing agent on a property, right, and I call you, some random guy, and say, hey, I want to put an offer in on this property, versus I have an agent representing me, and my agent's good, you know my agent calls you, which one are you going to take more seriously?
The agent, for sure.
Right. Mm-hmm. So guys, just a quick kind of synopsis on why it can be really, really helpful having an agent. Be taken more seriously. Protect your anonymity too.
Yeah.
That's one as well, right? I don't want everybody to know I'm going around buying all these properties. Hide behind kind of a shade of an agent that works in your best interest. Guys, we're so lucky to have Katie. If you're buying in the Nashville area or anywhere else, she has great contacts throughout the entire country. Reach out to her. We have her Instagram right here. It's @KatieChristopher_. She's with the Parks Agency in Nashville. Reach out to her. She'll hook you up with the best realtor, especially if you're in Nashville, but wherever you are, she's got connections everywhere. Hit her up. Katie, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.